Today we'll be looking at 55 Mother Nature got angry, unbelievable moments. Please stay and watch to the end. This land, could this be landslide? If this is landslide, then this house here, is this landslide or what do you call this? You can type it to the comment section. I don't know it. See all this side, the other side, they're all surrounded by mountains. So what is this thing called? Avalanche. What is like avalanche? Hello. So we didn't check the other house. I wanted to see what happened to that this house here. This house here, not this one. There was another this one. If this one gets covered to this, which means this other yellow house got totally covered. Definitely. You can see definitely. Alright guys, let's move to the next one.
The color of the water indicates that this is not a mountain stream. In fact, it's a mud flow. These tourists in the Andes risked their lives trying to use this shortcut, but luckily, they had time to react to the incoming flow of rocks.
Similar thing was the other one that happened on the other side. Mud flow. So it's called mud flow. I haven't heard of it before. Have you heard of mud flow before? You know, disaster like that don't actually happen around us here in Africa. I have never seen mud flowing in my life for once. That is something I haven't seen in my life.
This landslide happened in the city of Bandipur, Nepal.
Where is
No.
This one will be very terrible. So, cameraman, you have one. Don't run.
Man.
Some things like this can actually happen when you live around mountain area, hills, high hills area. Yeah, I haven't experienced any of this before. So all of these are landslide. The first time I'm seeing it.
In the summer of 2024, a tornado formed right above a Russian airport. The damage was estimated to be at least $2.4 million.
This tornado, how come they are not happening in Africa?
Oh
my God.
And from the ground, it looked even more terrifying. Hail is a motorist's worst enemy. Each hailstone is a hit not only to the car, but also to the owner's wallet.
Why are you driving when there's hail? When hail is raining, you don't drive. You just look for a filling station or somewhere. Park your car to break your glass. This is very massive. Alright, let's have regards to this own house. They have a big issue. This is a big loss. Terrible one.
Sub-zero temperatures are rare in Baku, Azerbaijan. On this
Okay.
day, local divers weren't ready for the ice. And of course, no one had winter tires.
Do you people have winter tires? What do you use them for? You're supposed to burn the eyes. Sub-zero eyes.
Yetim o tarafı canım ne çabura. Akşam yetim teyze.
This,
Oy 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 oy.
oh, that's a winter tire. That road is not just sliding. It is also the slope. You know that slope. Terrible. And this thing is too close.
Even from this angle, this video gives us chills.
So
We can't
much.
imagine what the people on the boats experienced.
You can't find an African man in this kind of settings because this is a very risky one. So what are you guys doing?
We better get out of here.
You can never see me this. This gives so much use. Just this kind of lighting that actually splits a house into two.
When you think of destructive natural events, fog probably doesn't come to mind. But check this out.
Not driving for when you have like this, don't drive.
In New Orleans, fog caused a pileup on a bridge involving over 40 cars.
You don't drive
6
to
accidents in total. The cars were a mess, but luckily, no one got seriously hurt.
where were you rushing to? Don't drive with heavy fog like this because sometimes the car will have lights. Some will have some of the lights will help you show oh, there's something else. Yeah, I've driven in fog before. You can't see anything when you're driving in fog. I see that they open the dam building. That's very frustrating. Look at this guy. That's good.
راعي لفلون ابوي راعي لفلون ابو سيارة محمد يوصلهن
There's very high possibility that this dam has been opened.
انا مصور فيديو
Check out this devastating flood in the Indian state of Kerala. It looks like there was never a house there.
Hold on. Was this a flood? I thought maybe they opened a dam. Flood came from somewhere and I'll be thinking it was a dam. crazy. The mountain
Sometimes nature's fury is a response to human actions. That's what happened in Myanmar in 2024. The water reservoir at the top was used for water storage from jade mining, but an accident caused it to rupture, and the contents cascaded down the mountain, causing a terrible flood.
You can see the flood is raging from down to up, like feeling from down, and it's going climbing to the mountain. Should I call that side the mountain, or what do you call this?
Not many people understand the destructive power of water like sailors do. Just look at what they have to deal with during storms.
But this one looks like the North Pole, not the North Pole. That's really heavy. I think that's one of the most, because it's the most dangerous.
You might think this incident in Turin, Italy was due to human error, but no. A strong current ripped the two boats away and carried them towards the bridge.
Oh no. It's going to How much are they selling these tugboats? And who is replacing them? Is it insurance or oh god, it was terrible.
È andata via questa. Oh mamma.
As soon as these Italian workers saw signs of a collapse, they made a run for it. Probably the best decision of their lives. Just seconds later, 350 cubic meters of rock came crashing down.
Wow. The bridge. Wow. Keep moving, keep moving. You get out of real quick. Okay, I think you should watch this because maybe you get somewhere. Yeah, okay.
ちょっと止まりますね。危ないですね、これ。あららららららららら。え、嘘。あららら。
Because this is something that is very new. Is there something else that is in the power of tornado that can actually raise a car? It's actually raise an aeroplane. So if you are driving, you are running for your life. This is how fast you can drive.
Having
Those people just got covered with flood.
a house by a river sounds great, as long as it doesn't turn into a house in a river.
That's crazy how much stuff is just built up right there. Oh my. I just got the whole thing.
What's this? What kind
This
of
lava flow might not
okay
be moving
lava flow?
fast, but
God, how come I forgot the name? Lava flow. Yeah, it comes from erupted volcano.
it's destroying everything in its path. Back in 2018, this eruption in Hawaii had residents watching in horror as the lava crept closer to their homes.
I think this lava flow is worse than Earth slide. It's also worse than flood because flood when after flood is gone you might there is very high possibility that you will be able to see your properties, the ones that are destroyed, you can find some useful, but you see lava flow, it will burn everything to the ground. Okay, no. You guys are doing something wrong. First of all, you don't have to run. No, don't save yourself. Take pictures. Take a lot of pictures. Stand under the rock. Take a lot of pictures. At least feel your eyes until you wake up on the other side. Are they celebrating D?
Sta uscendo. Schizza già.
In 2011, the people of Genoa, Italy, experienced the wrath of the Mediterranean Sea.
Because this is why I say the lava flow is better than the flood is better than the lava flow. If lava flow come into this place now, everything here is going to turn into ashes because that is a worst thing that a lava flow can do. But you see this flood, after this flood is gone, you can pick your bike, take it to the mechanic, repair whatever you want to repair. But lava flow, fire. Nobody wants fire.
Due to the non-stop rain, most of the city was flooded. The total damage was estimated to be over $1 billion.
Oddio, 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 un disastro! Le macchine! Il fiume, vedi? Gente che cade. Il pullman da solo viene trascinato dall'acqua.
Oh my god, this car they actually this one here is actually covered and the water moved this car, took it on top of this other one. That is terrible. There is a red one inside here. There is a red side which means you don't have to move, but the water oh god. You don't be
Ma come fanno a passare quelli lì?
no, I don't support landslide anymore. This is what landslide is about.
In 2023, heavy rains in India caused rivers to overflow. Unfortunately, nature didn't hold back, and many houses paid the price.
So it's not
Being an Antarctic researcher is a challenging job, and this is just a simple walk from one module to another.
researcher. Okay. What kind of jobs are not researcher? What do they do? What are they researching? I would like to know more of those things so I can know what it actually means, the kind of job they do. Is this fog? Are they in space?
The weather had a surprise in store for the French Riviera just before the 63rd Cannes Film Festival.
You don't know that it's actually clean. You don't know that coming from. It connects to the and so clean. Okay, Azurele. Where could this be? Azure Botimet Industry. So, where is this place? Are you guys celebrating?
Right now, in this case, here's another example of what nature can do to a car. The freezing winds in Detroit caused water pipes to burst, and the cars left on the street ended up frozen solid.
She's thankful for this. Hold on. Burst water pipe. Is that what I just heard?
Can do to a car. The freezing winds in Detroit caused water pipes to burst, and the cars left on the street ended up frozen solid.
Detroit. So
in Dearborn Heights today, this team from the city digging, salting, a cold weather crew showing off its teamwork that is making the dream work for Cheryl Fritz. That crew was pushing water and ice off the street. It is so cold, covering the cars instantly, as Cheryl tried to get out there to move them. Make no mistake, no defroster, no ice scraper was going to help free these vehicles from this ice. Dearborn Heights.
How do you remove them? No defroster can remove this ice from the car. So how do they remove them? I would like to know, because that's something to be concerned about.
Tried to get out there to move them. Make no mistake, no defroster, no ice scraper was going to help free these vehicles from this ice. Dearborn Heights.
This is freaking cool, dude. Wow.
These are people's house, right? What kind of environment is this? And why are people still living here? Because you know that once in a while, once in a year, maybe sometime you will have the natural disaster such as this one, because this is terrible. How long will this melt?
This is actually dumb. Oh,
you might think an artist created an entire ice city, but no. These are real houses covered in ice. The strong winds that brought water from the nearby lake are to blame.
This is crazy. Their windows are screwed. Look at this. Jesus. Wow. Oh my god. Sorry for being slick. This is unbelievable.
Oh, that is thick. That is very thick. Let me take it back. That is very, very thick.
Look at this.
And something I'm seeing, these ones, they are water, isn't it? Are these water? Because, or how come there is this much ice? If this place can freeze this much, how about the inside the house? What are you putting on to keep yourself warm? Well, there will be so much cold inside the house.
Wow. Oh my god. Sorry for being slick. This is unbelievable.
This is very thick. But because I can actually remove that. That's good. And don't get close to that one. Secondly,
This tsunami that hit California was caused by an earthquake off the coast of Japan. The water level rose by almost a meter. Even though the tsunami had weakened by the time it reached this port, it still caused $26 million in damage.
Very good. I see that. No.
It's gonna come whacking right back up here if it gets under.
The sound of this landslide is so intense that it reminds me of a...
Hold on. The operator left the what do you call that machine there? Excavator. Is that excavator? The operator left it there. Like you just step out and you run away. Sometimes you could have your reversed.
Raging river.
Go back. Oh yeah, no more. Oh yeah.
When the people of Meghalaya, India, saw that their bridge was a goner, they decided to make a spectacle out of its destruction. It rained non-stop for 3 days, and in the end, nature won.
Okay, what's happening here? Because this is a new bridge. Because said again, nature would decide to make something out of it.
When the people of Meghalaya, India, saw that their bridge was a goner, they decided to make a spectacle out of its destruction. It rained non-stop for 3 days, and in the end, nature won.
This is our house. Please save us before we float away.
The only thing worse than a flood is a flood in winter. The water not only filled the houses, but also covered everything with ice. That's exactly what happened in Boston in 2018. Some locals found their cars turned into ice sculptures.
Whoa. How do you drive in this kind of
This guy's gonna get stuck. What are you doing?
Go back. I wonder where is very important place here to come back. You cannot.
This terrifying nighttime flood happened in Scotland.
How do you survive this? How do you survive? This is landslide. Looks like landslide for me.
Sometimes it's best to admire the sea from a safe distance.
Yes, cannot trust nature. Oh.
It's probably better if customers don't know their cars were shipped by sea.
But risky means of transportation. And I wanna adapt. Well, I don't need to say about it. Yes. Tornado. That is a very massive. That's a huge tornado.
Incredible.
When you see something like this, just get into your house, look your lighter. I don't know how people survive tornado.
Deci este absolut incredibil.
Totally incredible.
Este un nor imens.
Oh boy.
These windows were shattered by a massive hailstorm that hit Denver in 2017.
I want to see that. How do you plan for this one?
In this crazy video, nature decided to mess with some tourists. While they were climbing the Kizilman volcano in Russia, a powerful rockfall started.
With the speed at which these rocks are moving, even if it's a very tiny rock that hits someone, it will be very massive on the person. At least a tiny rock will actually be like a massive rock when it gets down.
Еще идет, аккуратней.
Check out this insane footage from the 2011 eruption of Shimodak volcano. It was filmed 9 kilometers away from the crater, but even from that distance, the ash cloud was enormous. It was so bad that it forced railway lines to close and several flights to be canceled.
This looks very much like the smoke from the rooftop. And then this cloud looks much like the Hiroshima
Hurricane
stuff
Dolores
that
hit
happened something
Uruguay in
like some time ago.
2016. It remains the most destructive hurricane to ever hit the country.
Yeah, the hurricane is just doing its own thing. It's enjoying its own time. This is massive. Do you know that this type of hurricanes, they don't even come to, we don't get disasters like this in Africa. Like, we are so fucking lucky.
On average, Wyoming sees about 12 storms each year, and the tornado season peaks in June.
Towards this thing, but yeah, anybody that knows me knows that this was going to happen. Yeah, mom sent me texts going, "You left me with a freaking out child. Get your ass back."
This looks like a nuclear weapon. You see the
The
way
last
this
tornado I saw was on our farm.
looks like someone
I
that,
know, this is awesome.
then it looks like eruption.
Oh, I've got the camera on it.
Someone that actually experienced
Oh my
nuclear
god, it's a fucking puddle right
massacre.
in front of us. I know, it's
If it starts getting too close, though, we need to back off.
Yeah, we'll
These images were filmed in Brisbane, Australia in 2014. It almost looked like nature wanted to wipe this city off the face of the earth.
Hold on. I can see both hailstone. This is hailstone plus rainstorm and windstorm. Okay. Like you are right. Don't be right. Don't be right. Since I was born, the highest thing I've experienced in my life is rainstorm. Not this type of rainstorm and hail fog and hailstone. This is terrible. I think maybe the water already got to the condition is bad. This is a situation where you first of all abandon your car and run because this car is gone. I'm really sorry. It looked like as if something actually hit the car the first time. This is a big loss. I'm sorry for your loss.
If you underestimate how thick the ice is, you might end up having to pull your car out like this.
Oh, it's not going down. He's actually lucky because that could have been a very bad disaster and the car would have been under the bed of the sea right now. Lucky, you're lucky. It's not the kind of ice that. Thank you very much for watching to this end. If you watch to this end, subscribe. See you tomorrow.